Well, I'm now channel 42. Just a quick video here. My youngest Dean bought himself an iPhone 5. Yeah, standard iPhone 5. And last night he came up to me and said, "Oh, my data lead's not working." So I had a little look into it and found that the cable was broken. The actual wires had come off of the iPhone 5's proprietary connector at the end, not the USB end. It didn't take much to find, just a gentle touch of the cable, and I found it had actually broken inside. I opened it up, and this is what I found. You can see there's no cables there. If you looked right towards the bottom right of that image, you might just be able to see diagonally across a bit of the old cable sitting. Right now, this consists of, even though there's like 8 pins on the actual top end of the connector, there's actually only 4 that goes in from the standard USB. And those are, there you go, the outer 2 pins are power, the inner 2 pins are data, and what these pins actually consist of, standard USB colourings actually, which I was quite impressed with, which is obviously red, white, green, black, which are red, which is 5 volts DC, or VCC. Then you've got data minus, data plus, and ground, or GND. It's quite difficult to solder if you're not good at soldering, and I wouldn't suggest everyone just has a go at it. You've got to be competent at soldering. But the one thing I did notice, and I was quite shocked with, was the actual quality of the cable is not really that good. There is absolutely no real, to speak of, strain relief. The problem not using strain relief is, what happened? The cables eventually break off. When you solder a cable in, remember cables, copper stranded cables. It's like anything metal, if you bend it enough, it will snap. And the point where the cable goes into the solder is the weak point. So if you don't have a cable strain mechanism, strain relief, it can just wiggle about on that and snap off. And in this case, it snapped off 3 of the 4, or at least 3 of the 4 cables snapped off right at the solder line, the weak point. I did, however, fix it. I soldered it all back together, and the cable now works exactly as it should. I am thinking of pulling the cable sleeve back again, and I might put a cable tie on the cables and rig up some form of strain relief. It's just seeing if I've got enough space to get something to go up to the main board to act as a proper strain relief. But if I put on this image that I've got shown here, at the bottom edge there, if I put a cable tie tightly around there and just a tad of Gorilla Glue to stop it ever coming off again, that should stop the cable pulling down quite so much, because you'd have to pull the whole end connector and not just the cable. Might work, might not. It's worth a try. Well, there you go. That's all I wanted to say, guys. It's a very, very quick repair tutorial there. I hope you all don't have troubles if you've got an iPhone 5 and your data lead, but if you do, you now know how to fix it. Bye for now.